Okay, we will start. Did anybody volunteer today? Divya, right? Okay. Oh. Sahana bhavatu, Sahano bhunaktu, Sahaviryam karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Shall we do chanting today? It's been a long time. All of us probably. I'll just you can all unmute yourselves, and it'll be really nice. We're just 3 right now. Diva and Jayamala Jay also. If you can turn on your videos, it will be very nice. What we will do is we will go in round robin mode. All of you keep yourself unmuted so that we don't waste time. So Divya, Diva, Jayamala, Divya, Divya, Diva, Jayamala will go around that way quickly, okay? To chant. Go ahead, start Divya.
Ma'am, should I start with Sadashiva Samarambham?
Oh yeah, we didn't do that, sorry.
Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Padyantam Vande Guru Paramparam Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpadam Shankaram Lokashankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashakritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Samastalokalyani
Niratam karunamayam
Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum
Brahmavidvaram
Atma Bodha Tapobhishina Papanam Shantanam Vitaraginam Umukshunam Apekshoyam Atma Bodho Vidhiyate.
Diva.
Bodho न्यासाधनेभ्यो हि साक्षानामोक्षका साधनम् पाकस्य
Vahniva
ज्ञानम् वीणामोक्षो न सिद्धयति सिद्ध्यति
अविरोधितया कर्मा नाविद्यां विनिवर्तयेत् विद्या विद्यां निहन्त्यैव तेजस्तिमिरसङ्गवत्
परिच्छिन्न इवाज्ञाना तन्नाशे सति केवलः स्वयं प्रकाशते ह्यात्मा मेघापायेनंशुमानिव
ज्ञानकुलशं जीवम्
Kalusham.
आज्ञानकलुषं जीवं ज्ञानाभ्यासधि निर्मलं कृत्वा ज्ञानं स्वयं नश्ये उज्ज्वलं कतकरेणुवत्
संसारा स्वप्नतुल्यो हि रागद्वेषादिश सङ्कुलः स्वकाले सत्यवत् भाति प्रबोधे सत्यसद्भवेत्
तावत् सत्यं जगद्भाति शुक्तिकारजतं यथा यावन्ज्ञायते ब्रह्मा सर्वादिष्टानमद्वयम्
उपादेनखिलाधारे जगन्ति परमेश्वरे सर्गस्थितिलयान् ज्ञान्ति बुद्धानि वा वारिणि
Budbudani vavarini.
बुद्बुदानीव वारिणि
सच्चिदात्मन्यनुष्यूते नित्ये विष्णो प्रकल्पिताः व्यक्तयो विविधा सर्वा हाटके कटकादिवत्
Shall we include Mamtaji also now? Mamtaji, can you chant 4? So we will go Divya, Diva, Jayamala, Mamta.
Okay, now
Verse 10.
verse 10. Okay. Yataakasho rishikesho nanopadigato vibhuः tadvedat tadvedat भिन्नवद्भाति तन्नाशे केवलो भवेत्
नानोपाधिवशादेव जातिवर्णाश्रमादयः आत्मन्यारोपितास्तो ये रसवर्णादिवद् भवेत्
पञ्चीकृतमहाभूत सम्भवं कर्म सञ्चितं शरीरं सुखदुःखानां भोगायतनुमच्छते
पञ्चप्राणमनोबुद्धि दशेन्द्रियसमन्वितम् अपञ्चीकृतभूतोत्तं सूक्ष्माङ्गं भोगसाधनम्
अनाद्यविद्या निर्वाच्य कारणोपाधिरुच्यते उपादित्रियाद्यानाम् आत्मनामवधारयेत्
पञ्चकोशादियोगेन तत्तन्मयमिव स्थितः शुद्धात्मा नीलवस्त्रादि योगेन स्फटिको यथा
वपुस्तुषादिभिः कौशैयुक्तं युक्तावधतात् आत्मानामन्तरं शुद्धं विविच्यात्कुण्डलं यथा
Vapustuchadibhi kaushaihi. You stop there. And then
कौशैः
Yuktam yuktya vaghatataha. Okay.
युक्तं युक्त्या वधा ततः आत्मानमन्तरं शुद्धं विविच्यात् तण्डलं यथा
Tandulam. Okay.
सदा सर्वगतोऽप्यात्मा न सर्वत्र भासते बुद्धावेवा भासेत स्वच्छेषु प्रतिबिम्बवत्
देहेन्द्रियमनोबुद्धि प्रकृतिभ्यो विलक्षणम् तद्वृत्तिसाक्षिणं विद्यात् आत्मानं राजवत्सदा
व्यापृतेष्विन्द्रियो येष्वात्मा व्यापारी वा विवेकिनां दृश्यते
Bhreshu.
दृश्यते भ्रेषु धावत्सु धावन्निव यथा शशि
आत्मचैतन्यमाश्रित्य देहेन्द्रियमनोधियः स्वक्रियार्थेषु वर्तन्ते सूर्यलोकं यथा जनाः
देहेन्द्रियगुणान् कर्माणि अमले सच्चिदात्मनि अध्यास्यन्ति अविवेकेन गगने नीलतादिवत्
अज्ञानान्मानसोपाधे कर्तृत्वादिनि चात्मनि कल्प्यन्ते कल्प्यन्ते मुपगते
Kalpyante ambugate chandre. You can say that.
कल्प्यन्ते अम्बुगते चन्द्रे चलनादि यताम्बसः
Verse 23 रागेच्छा सुख दुःखादि बुद्धौ सत्यां प्रवर्तते सुषुप्तौ नास्ति तन्नाशे तस्मात् बुद्धेस्तु नात्मनः. Ma'am, I shall elaborate it.
We will come back to it. We will
Achha,
chant.
okay,
it,
wait,
listen.
continue the chanting.
प्रकाशो कर्यस्य तोयस्य शैत्यमग्नेर्थ तोष्णता स्वभावसच्चिदानन्द नित्यं
Nityam nitya nirmala.
नित्यनिर्मलात्मनः
Very good.
आत्मनः सच्चिदं शश्च बुद्धेर्वृत्तिरिति द्वयं संयोज्य चाविवेकेन जानामीति प्रवर्तते.
आत्मनो विक्रिया नास्ति बुद्धिर्बोधो न जात्विति जीवः सर्वमलं ज्ञात्वा ज्ञाता द्रेष्टिति मुह्यति
रज्जुसर्पवदात्मानं जीवं ज्ञात्वा भयं वहेत् नाहं जीवपरात्मेति ज्ञातश्चेन्निर्भयो भवेत्.
आत्मावभस्य यन्त्योको बुद्ध्यादीनि निन्दया
Buddhyadhin indriyaanyapi.
बुद्ध्यादीनिन्द्रियाण्यपि दीपो घटादिवस्थात्मा जडस्तैन्नवर्भस्यते
स्वबोधेनान्यबोधेच्छा बोधरूपतयात्मनः न दीपस्यान्यदीपेच्छा यथा स्वात्मप्रकाशने.
निषिध्य निखिलोपादि नेति नेतीति वाक्यतः विद्याधैक्यं महावाक्यैर्जीवात्मा परमात्मनो
आविध्यकं शरीरादि दृश्यं बुद्बुदवत्क्षरम् एतद्विलक्षणं विद्यादहं ब्रह्मेति निर्मलम्.
देहान्यत्वान्न मे जन्मजराकाश
Dehanyatvanna me janma. Till there it comes.
देहान्यात्मने जन्म अजराक्षर शर्य लयादयः शब्दादिविषये सङ्गे निरीन्द्रियतया न च
निरीन्द्रियतया न च.
निरीन्द्रियता न च
Okay.
अमनस्त्वान्न मे दुःख रागद्वेष भयादयः अप्राणो ह्यमनः शुभ्र इत्यादि श्रुतिशासनात्.
निर्गुणो निष्क्रियो नित्यो निर्विकल्पो निरञ्जनः निर्विकारो निराकारो नित्यमुक्तोऽस्मि निर्मलः.
अहमाकाशवत् सर्वं बहिरन्तर्गतोऽच्युतः सदा सर्वः समः शुद्धो निसङ्गो निर्मलोऽचलः.
नित्यशुद्धविमुक्तैकं खण्डदानान्द
Akhanda.
मध्यमं सत्यं ज्ञानमनन्तं
Yat.
यत् परब्रह्माहमेव तत्.
एवं निरन्तराभ्यास्ता ब्रह्मैवास्मीति वासना हरत्यविद्या विक्षेपान् रोगानिव रसायनम्.
विविक्तदेश आसीनो विरागो विजितेन्द्रियः भावयेदेकमात्मानं तमनन्तमनन्यदीः.
So you can now explain 25. 25, right? Or 23, yeah?
23.
23rd one.
Yeah.
रोगेच्छा सुखदुःखादि बुद्धो सत्यां प्रवर्तते सुषुप्तो नास्ति तन्नाशे तस्मात् बुद्धेस्तु नात्मनः. What Shankaracharya is saying is, only when the intellect is manifested, likes and dislikes, pressure and pain are felt. In deep sleep, the intellect remains latent. They cannot be felt. Therefore, they are of the intellect and not of the Atman. Then attachment, desire, pleasure, pain, and the rest are perceived to exist as long as the buddhi or mind functions. They are not perceived in deep sleep when the mind ceases to exist. Therefore, they belong to the mind alone and not to the Atman. Here, Acharya Shankara talks about raga, that is attachment, ichha, desire, sukha, pleasure, dukkha, pain. These can be reordered as ichha, raga, sukha, dukkha. Where there is a desire, there is attachment. And when I get what I am attached to, there is sukha. But built into this pleasure is pain, dukkha. The word at the end is adi, it means etc., means on and on and on. So as long as a dukkha comes, we tend to go back to another ichha, followed by raga, sukha, dukkha again. And the cycle goes on and on. So in this, buddhau means antakarana. Antakarana is the mind, memory, intellect, and ego. My views are not in online. It's not my this. Satyam here means this is of the nature. And pravartate means this is functioning or moving. The desire, attachment, pleasure, and pain is known as long as the software or antakarana is working. In sleep, that is sushupti, when the software stops working, there is no desire, attachment, pleasure, or pain. When the software does not work, the vices don't arise either. So the vices are just an expression of the software. Since the vices are intrinsic to the software, the antakarana can be turned on and off. I mean, it is difficult for us, but when we do it naturally in this course of the day, and when we go into that deeply, that's when it happens naturally. Otherwise, during the day, unless you're really in control of your mind, it's just this. I feel it is difficult. So, yeah, you are different from what is turned on and off. So this is something which is turned and off, and then you are different. You are not the, what is turned and off is the mind, body, mind, ego, memory complex. But you are different from that. If you were the software that turned off, then you would never know what is happening in your life day after day. Huh? Like imagine, it's like dying and being reborn the next day. Means you wouldn't know where you're working or who your family is, or for a childhood school you're going. Even you won't even remember your name. So, but we do know this, which means that this is just an equipment with an on and off switch. So when this is on, there is full noise. All that raga, dvesha, etc. and all those feelings, emotions are in high. But when it is turned off, there is no noise. So the sutra is to transcend all the thoughts. Means where there are thoughts, there will be vices. We cannot control the thoughts or suppress them, but we have to transcend these thoughts. I took some help. It's not mine.
No, but it was very clear. It was very nice. See, very relatable. And that part, that part where you established that I am beyond the mind. When I am sleeping, the mind and equipment have switched off. When I get up, but everything comes up again. If I have died, everything should have gone away. It is there somewhere. It is just switched off right now. But there is something that is permanent in all of this. That is me. The memory is just an instrument. The memory is just one SD card which is storing everything.
When I read this, I found it is very simple and easy to understand. So I used it.
Yeah. So, very nice. It was very clear. So this part, this thing, right? Now, at least we know I am not the body, I am not the mind, and I am more permanent than the body and the mind. I am that which is beyond, transcending. But there is one very nice thing you said about how we have to transcend the body and mind. How do you transcend? What does transcending mean? Anybody? How do you transcend?
Go beyond.
What is going beyond? Anybody? It's not only for you. What is transcending? What is going beyond? They say, right? It is very easy to just say transcend the body and the mind. But what is this transcending? Anybody, please. Feel free to unmute and say.
Go to the source, ma'am.
You want to explain that a little more?
It's like the substratum from where everything is coming.
Yeah. Where is it coming from?
Atma.
Who is that Atma?
God.
Who is that Atma? I am. I. The person. I am. That. Not that existence of I am. Not the thought of I am.
Yeah.
Not the thought of I am, but that existence. From that existence, from that consciousness, everything is arising. The mind
That is transcendental meditation, ma'am. Going beyond
everything. The consciousness. When we are saying Vedanta, when Vedantic conscious living, we are going back to that consciousness. We are calling that consciousness as that I am, the existence, not the thought I am. That existence I am. I exist, that one. Right? Like that, that is like the ocean. I exist is like the ocean. My existence, this existence here, which is, there is no my at all, actually. There is just an existence, and in that existence, the wave of mind is coming up. The wave of mind is coming up. The wave is not separate from the ocean. The wave is very much a part of the ocean. It has just arrived, and eventually it will fall. Imagine yourself to be like a surfer. Okay. Now I don't know surfing. I'm standing here and the waves are coming. The big, huge wave is coming. I get very scared. It's all fearful, anxiety. What will happen? I have to run from there. I have to do this. But if you are a surfer, you're on a surfing board, then you are measuring the wave. You understand the wave. You understand that it is only part of the ocean, and you understand its movement, and you find your rhythm and go with it and come back to the ocean. Like that, whenever the mind arises, we become expert surfers as we practice. The mind has arisen, it will eventually, like a wave, fall back into the ocean itself. As long as it is up, I have to be with it. There can be a feeling. So here, this is Jnana Yoga. Like in Bhakti, we said, no? Abhyasa, the only abhyasa is, oh, Bhagavan. Here, just be. You are feeling that emotion arising. You will feel your chest is up. There is an upheaval. There is a slight sensation in the body. The mind is running. The thoughts are running. Be with the sensations in the body. Just be. The wave has risen. Eventually, just be. Don't give in. Don't do anything. The wave will fall. Just be with it and watch it fall. That's it. You have not indulged in it. Right? We'll move to 38. We finished, right? Now we have to go to 39, if I'm right.
Ma'am, I think it is 40.
Oh. Correct. Yeah, we spoke about the fire, like the fire, everything. Okay. Verse 40. Rupa varnadikam sarvam vihaya paramarthavit
Vihaya paramarthavit
paripurna chidananda
paripurna chidananda
swarupenavatisthate
Swarupenavatishtate
रूपवर्णादिकं सर्वं विहाय परमार्थवित्
Rupavarnadikam sarvam vihaya paramarthavit
परिपूर्णचिदानन्द स्वरूपेणावतिष्ठते. Together we will chant this. रूपवर्णादिकं सर्वं विहाय परमार्थवित् परिपूर्णचिदानन्द स्वरूपेणावतिष्ठते. So it says Rupa Varnadikam, form, color, and so on. Sarvam, everything. Vihaya, discarding. Paramarthavit, one who has realized the Supreme. Paripurna Chidananda Swarupena Avatishtati. Paripurna, the one that is whole. Paripurnam, the whole, complete. Chidananda Swarupena. Satchitananda Swarupa of yours, of each one of us. Paripurna Chidananda Swarupena Avatishtati, and remains as the Paripurna Chidananda Swarupena Avatishtati. He who has realized the Supreme. Now we have moved. See, if you look at the Atma Bodha, it's like from Avidya to here. Right now, even before, just before this, There was a pointing to where we are. Then there was a clear description of that tattva. I mean, that sat, all the nirmala, nirvikara, nirvikalpa, that whole thing was this. And now the qualities of the one who has realized this Supreme is being spoken about, gradually taking us. He who has realized the Supreme discards all his identifications with the objects of names and forms. Thereafter, he dwells as an embodiment of the infinite consciousness and bliss. He becomes the self. He becomes the self, which is what we are actually. I am the self. I'm not the body. I'm not the mind. We just have to act in this world as the self. That's all. I'll just read this today. The way to realize the Supreme and to be ever in the experience of the infinite consciousness and bliss has already been explained. The only path is single-pointed meditation. By constant practice of meditation, when one has gained the experience of the Supreme Self, Paramarthavit, the illusory world of plurality, which was but a false superimposition upon the substratum, the Self is no more. When the world of names and forms merges into the substratum, the knower himself becomes the knower of the Supreme Self, which is the embodiment of the infinite consciousness and bliss. To explain, the dreamer cannot see, experience, or understand the waker, because upon waking, the dreamer himself becomes the waker. No more are the dreams for him, for he has awakened to the brighter, clearer, and ampler world of the waking state of consciousness. Just as the dreamer has ended his dream upon waking, so too all the perceptions of the world recognized by the limited ego end when it realizes the supreme state of pure consciousness. The egocentric individual becomes the true self, the Brahman. We may have got some small glimpses. To permanently be established in it is what here it is. That is Atma Sakshatkara, from where one does not return into the world of names and forms at all, is what is being spoken about here. That even a guru can give some glimpses when we are listening. Shravana, Manana, Shravana, when that is happening, you can get a glimpse of that. Oh yeah, this just settled in me and I am. That kind. But still again it will arise. Okay. So that practice we have to keep doing. That abhyasa, that thing, turning inwards, being. Practicing, not turning inwards, just being. The mind is chanchala, no problem. The mind is chanchala. Let me just be. Let me just be. It will settle down faster. Let me not indulge into it. Let me not escape from it by turning my attention, listening to some music, listening to that, listening to this, or doing something. Be with it. Neither escape from it, nor indulge into it. Be with it. Hold on to it. If I am, say there is a lot of anger. The anger is probably one of the reasons is coming from a certain kind of hurt. If you see that hurt, underneath the hurt, or a hurt, a disappointment, something unfulfilled, it can be any of this. And when we go down further, it is a need to protect ourselves which comes across as anger. That hurt is there within me. Anger is only a outward manifestation of something that is deeper. The underlying layer, the mind, it is mind's way of trying to protect itself. which is showing up as anger. So what we do instead of, and then there is a chain. Once we have an anger, then we are outpouring the anger. Then once the anger comes up, then there is frustration. Ayyo, why did I get angry? Now you are building more and more on top of that. Or the other way, I should not get angry. I will start doing something else. I will whatever. The idea is to be with it and allow it to settle down. We are very afraid of that conflict that happens. We don't like it. We don't enjoy it. Okay, so I want to escape it. But I have to look at it in the face. I have to face my own fears of confronting that mind. And look at it straight in its face, which is by just being with it. Be with the breath. As you see this thing, you can take the help of Mahaprana or our prana, right? You keep putting your attention on the breath initially, but eventually everything else is only an aid. I can use the help of prana, I can use the help of namasmarana, I can do all, but eventually that silence is where the vasana will actually thaw when it goes down. You use it initially, all the namasmarana, and then be in silence. It will settle down. And this is the way you are gaining control over that emotion rather than getting pulled by it, by triggered. Slowly, slowly, it will reduce like Hiranyakashipu. Jaya and Vijaya's Vasan, they were born as Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha. They had to be destroyed. They needed one, Narsimhavatara and Varahavatara to first, the Vasana is so strong. Initially, separate strong avatars are needed to, and slowly in the next one Rama avatara was enough for Ravana and Kumbhakarna. In the next Krishna, some side character they were, Dantavakra and Shishupala. It becomes very tiny, that little portion only. How beautifully they have shown. Like that, the Vasana will keep thawing. But we just have to be. When we are there, just to be, right? There is absolute Shraddha, there is absolute faith in the divine that it will happen. I don't have to give in to that mind. I don't have to give in to these thoughts. It's in the mind, so it's not real. Let me transcend it. Let me just be with that divine Satchit Ananda, that Satyam Shivam Sundaram within. This is just a wave in that ocean. The wave has to settle down into the ocean. Why should I give importance to that wave? Why not just be with the ocean? Everything is only an ocean. See the ocean in everything. Don't see the wave as a wave. See the wave also as an ocean. You're right. Only in the wave there is time. In the ocean there is no time. The wave, there is a rise and then there is a fall. So there is a time when it has risen and when it has fallen. But the ocean, where is time? It is always there. Expansive. Complete. Purnam. Any questions, thoughts coming up? You want to share something? Very difficult, other than very difficult.
Ma'am, for some people, to pacify the turbulent mind, it takes relatively a shorter time than others. Yeah. Why is this so, ma'am? Is it because of their purva
Yes,
samskar?
because of the strength of the vasana. The strength of the vasana and how much paurusham is there within me. Both of these are needed. The vasana, both of these are needed, alla. Both of these are factors on how soon we can take it.
ಪೌರುಷಂ ಅಂದ್ರೆ
Paurusham andre, simply put, it is willpower. That drida nishchaya. So first, that paurusham is needed as a very important factor, because it is, this paurusham is like that very strong mahot elephant which is used to now tame all the other elephants. That self-effort, that is why if you say, initially also they say, Shama Dama should have been practiced reasonably. Chitta Shuddhi should be there. Chitta Shuddhi means the too much turmoil should reduce. It will not completely go away. It will completely go away only when there is Vasanakshaya and then Manonasha happens. And when these two happen, then you become self-realized completely. Because there's nothing between you and them. There is no mind there. It is completely destroyed. So Chitta Shuddhi is that very turbulent mind. That is the first stage. We have to develop through Shama, Dhamma, through all kind of path, through meditation, through yoga, through walking and chanting. Lot of effort has to be put during that initial effort. For that you need lot of dedication, sincerity, regularity, consistency in practice. Then you will reach a stage where, no, so much effort I have put, this is fine. I feel like the next stage. Now you will move to, because initially you will not be able to see the self or perceive or even know that the self. You may feel like the sakshi, because the mind is so turbulent. Mind is so turbulent. In that turbulence, I'm not able to see the underlying bed of the lake at all. But once this turbulence reasonably comes across, the self shows itself every now and then. So now once that happens, then we feel, I want to be with that self more, rather than trying to control these thoughts. Let me be with the self. Then automatically the thoughts will get controlled. So that is why in Patanjali Yoga Sutra, in this, in everything, it is told that Chitta Shuddhi indre, that developing the Paurusham is what is Yama and Niyama for. Follow ahimsa, Ishvara pranidhana, the Yama, ahimsa, shaucha. Divya is there. You're not remembering. It's not coming in the head right now. Ahimsa, shaucha. What else? So many are there. Aparigraha. Okay, non-possession. All these I become aware. All of these. And then niyama also. What all I do, Ishvara Pranidhana. I finally come to Ishvara Pranidhana. All these, especially the yamas, right? They develop that kind of little, because I was just remembering today. When I had this thyroid, after birthing my children, I got hypothyroidism. Okay, so initially my twins were there. I didn't do much. I just went with and took up thyroid, the regular medicine, and I had to raise them. I didn't know what else to do. I wanted something quick at that point in time, so I just started taking it. So nearly 10 or 11 years I took it. And after that, I decided this pill every day, I don't want to do this anymore. This is just replacing my hormones. It's not really doing anything. So slowly, I started weaning. And that around when I felt that strong need to come out of this thyronorm, make my lifestyle changes and all that, it was at that time that Shambhavi Mahamudra, Ishaka, that thing came. I went for that inner engineering. I don't know what happened. He just gave me that 48 days. Do this Shambhavi Mahamudra for 48 days. I didn't know.
Mandala,
40 days.
mandala.
One mandala, 40 days is there. And they said morning and evening. And I did that 40 days. And that was a very something from inside only. I can't say that it was my own willpower at all. It was some time that strong determination came, because in that 40 days, one day you miss, the next day is day one. Okay, if you miss even one day, the next day will become day one. So I'm like, I cannot. And I was traveling that time so much, Madhve, this, that, and everywhere I made whatever. That was one not very grand marriage. They are very simple, my cousins there. So, they gave one room. In that room, there were like some 20 people who were coming and going all the time. On the bed only I sat and I did that whole one. They were like, what is this? My mother is feeling all, what is this here? She's coming and doing all, nothing, because one day I miss, I will have to start as day one. That was all the thought that was going on. So that was a kind of that it built. And then for the next 7 to 8 years, I did not stop even one day. It went on. After 8 years, it fell. Forget it. Okay, it happened. Huh? Something my mind, other things it took on. It's still going on, but I'm not doing that Shambhavi Mahamudra right now. My it evolved, it changed for me. So now I'm more into scriptural studies as a this thing. I'm doing that regularly, but that set it. That is Paurusham. If you're understanding what I'm saying, right? That is Paurusham. It is very difficult for us to do on our own. To get it, we have to surrender for that also. It is a determination. You can only set an intent. You can set an intent that this is something that I want. After that, he has to only take care. But I should keep trying. Before that, many times I had tried and I had failed. I would do for 8 months, Vipassana I went for 8 months, and 2-3 things I had started, failed. That intent, but never gave up, never came up that I am not good at this. Don't say those things. Never voice the negative. I am not regular, I am not good. No need to say those things. You keep putting your effort, he will give that Paurusham then. And it will grip you once. With faith, you put your effort. You have failed one day, no problem. Try, start again. You will fail again, start again. But have faith that he will give that Paurusham. Are you understanding the meaning, Mamtaji? What I'm
Yes,
telling?
ma'am. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that is what it's. You just keep putting your effort and never put a thought that I am not good at this, I am not that, I fail all the time, feel, regret it, this, that. Don't do anything. Now I have failed, no problem. So the way I would keep doing this is, it is the Prakriti that is working here. Rajas, Sattva, Tamas. When sometimes the Tamas will come, it will tell you, don't do it. It is okay. One day, it's a Sunday. It is this. Today I have to rush here. Today I have to go here. It's okay if I don't do. The one thing I couldn't follow perfectly was the timing. Ideally, if you can do it at this time and this time, perfect. That I didn't do. I somehow had to do 2 days, two times a day. And it was very difficult. I need to be on empty stomach for 4 hours. So it's not like any time. I had to be on empty stomach for 4 hours. But that Paurusham, where it came from, I don't know. It came that day. It may be the Guruji's word or Sadguru's word or whatever. It set it in somehow like that. So that is what it will come. That Paurusham, when that Paurusham is there with that. But this sitting with the emotion is something. So that is why we must be happy whenever it has happened. Whenever I have been successful, instead of focusing on when I have not been. And say, that Paurusham you only gave, I want it again. Put an intent. Specifically, for me, for that I don't know, it all came together. I wanted to come out of thyroid, then the Shambhavi, then this thing. Everything just came together. It was not like I had a strong thing only for thyroid, already a spiritual, but it helped and I was able to come out of it like that. So So some people are able to do it. For some people, it also depends on how many vasanas, what kind of nature, what kind of prakriti yours is, sattva, rajas, tamas. So many factors, what combination you are. For a more rajasic people, it will be harder. Tamasic people, for those who are not tamasic people, for those in whom the tamas, or if it is a stage of life when the tamas is higher, even then it can be harder, even for somebody who was able to do it much faster. When the stage of life something comes up and the tamas is higher, it may take longer time. It may be harder. It doesn't mean we are slipping spiritually or anything like that. Let us not get into, "Ayo, I was able to come back so soon. Now I am not able to. Am I moving?" There is no backward moving in spirituality. There's no backward moving. It is just a stage of life. When we were younger, maybe it is easier, and I'm practicing these things. It may be younger. Sometimes when the body is a little weak or something like that, it may take a little longer. When the body is not cooperating, then the mind also kind of easily slips away. It becomes difficult to have that. So all of these factors matter. So we have to work with that understanding of the wave, like the surfer. We have to understand how high it is coming. We have to act intelligently in the sense that we have to be aware, conscious. Just aware and conscious. Like, that person is not thinking if there is a hurdle or it is a rhythm in the body. They are not thinking, "I have to do this kind of calculation, I have to do this, I have to." They are watching that wave. That surfboard is there. They are saying, "Okay, now it is coming. Now I have to get into it." Now it's very coming, almost that such a concentrated attention brings in that natural instinctive move, rhythm with it. So we only have to do that concentrated attention. Then other things will happen. I hope this answered. It's very vague, I understand. It's not a very clear cut, but it's okay, Jaimala ji. Anything else?
Yeah. So such people who can easily surf the waves, they might not even be spiritually inclined also.
They don't have to be.
That's what, because in real life also we see when a challenging situation comes, a person may not be spiritually inclined or something like that, but they will easily get over that situation much faster.
True.
Then, yeah. So,
Because it is my real nature.
huh.
So spiritually inclined, if you may already be that, correct? But you may not realize that you are that.
So they have done their homework in the past life. Like, is that?
See, again, the makeup also counts. It's a very human experience. They may not see. Let us understand one thing. Without these books, also we can. These books are merely tools and this thing. One's intellect, it is all about how much I can just be. We have come that way only. It depends on how much we have accumulated as a jiva. And also when you look at, many women may feel men come out of it easily.
Yes.
Okay. So then women feel that men are, it may not always be true. Is that correct? Are you comparing with are you looking at some men and seeing how quickly they are able to come back?
No, ma'am. Even women.
Even women.
Women also. Same situation will be there. Like some challenging situation, they're able to get over it.
So if you are a Rajasic person, right? And typically in my opinion, this thing, what I have seen is those who have more exposure to the world. You need to have many experiences in the world. Those who have more exposure to the world and have handled different situations are able to come out of it more easily because they have been trained outside the home. Those who are within the four walls of home, largely, the exposure is less. And all attachment people only. So it becomes difficult to train yourself with only these people around you. You go into the world, you get exposed into the world, and you come back, then it is easier to come out of this strong attachment. Then you can work with it. So many times that when it is, that is why they say it is why is the Vishnu prana the moment Vishnu prana hits one, all our old memories are put into a latent memory, this thing. We don't remember our past janma. The moment I am born, when the moment I am born, the first
What
breath
is
I take is
Vishnu
called the
prana?
Vishnu prana.
What is Vishnu prana?
That's what. The moment I am born, the moment I see, until I am inside the womb, I am not breathing. My lungs are not working. I am receiving the oxygen through the umbilical cord. The moment I come out of the mother's womb, that first cry or that first breath that I take is called the Vishnu prana. And when that Vishnu prana comes in, has gone in, all the memory is pushed into a latent memory. That is a previous janma. The baby remembers it even while inside the womb. The moment the Vishnu prana is hit, the memory, you don't remember maybe whatever your husband was a brother in a previous janma. You can't now do whatever. I mean, right? It is not. So that is put back. What was I trying to say? What was the question, Jaimalaji? So the man... So that is why we are born, and all this is pushed so that we go through the experience. Give yourself, that is why even children or us, we must. So I am in one well. I realized when I was in India, I thought of things in a certain way. When I went to the US, I drive and I go, four-way lane, no police. Here we are taught police is there. Follow, stop your car. Police is there. Do this. If you wear your belt, otherwise the police will. This is how I was used to. And there I go. And then if the police, people will say, if the police is not there, just go. Especially in those days. These days it's become slightly more stricter. And then I go to the US, and there I see what to stop. They have written stop on the road. One car, and you are supposed to see on the right side, whichever car is there, they have to go first. No police, nobody is there also. On the other three roads, only I am there, still they are stopping. I'm like, is this stupidity or is this integrity? No car is coming. I can see that there is no car there, but still people are stopping. So it opens your mind. It opens your conditioning. I'm not saying we should go abroad, but the more exposure we give, the more we come out of our conditionings and we learn to handle situations. We become more courageous. That courage is needed. That inner courage, and that can only be built by exposure to the world and facing situations in the world. Otherwise, it can become a bit like a hole, rabbit hole. Yeah, it's a very small world. There is very little exposure. That is why, believe me, if somebody asks me, am I doing well? Am I doing well? I don't know. For me, this is manana. When I take it to others, it is my manana, it is my exposure. When you ask me questions, for me, vasana kshaya, manonasha, only aim. It doesn't matter what things are. You are all coming, I'm very happy. That's all. I must bow down to you all for the service, which is helping me coming out of my vasanas. So just to look out for avenues to come out of your limitations. For that, you need that courage. You need to choose your life initially. You need to choose your actions initially with courage. And then you have to let go of the choice also and flow. But initially, you need that as a stepping stone. Because that courage is a stepping stone towards that Paurusha. Exploration. Life is an exploration. Life is an adventure given to us. It is an adventure trip. I don't have to go do bungee jumping. I've done that at that time. Okay. I look at life as an adventure. It is a beautiful, then it becomes one exciting, beautiful journey initially, right? And then you learn to contain. But once you have got the exposure, once some conditionings are out of it, once that courage has come in, this is my journey. I don't know. It may be different for this is how. But when Jayamalaji is saying, some people are quickly able to come because they have already been sharpened in the world. They have been sharpened through their experiences in the world. Spirituality makes you see it. Spirituality makes you witness it and own it. I may do all of this and then I may say, I did it. Spirituality tells me there is no I. That is the ego. Go beyond it. That is the only difference. Spirituality, the purpose of spirituality, whether it is Bhakti Marga, whether it is Jnana Marga, whether it is all that, so that is what it is all about, letting go of that small I, the ego. And recognizing the higher power. That there is something else that is, I am just a puppet. These are all just, I am giving so much, I am intelligent, I am this thing, nothing. I don't know. But did you use ChatGPT, Divyaji? No? Okay. But you put in ChatGPT, the kind of my
Yes,
daughter,
I
sometimes
don't
she
even
does all
know how
things.
to use ChatGPT.
She sits with me sometimes when I have to make some messages. She will put, I'm like, Arre wah, this is giving even better than my mind, my intellect. So then you know it's only an instrument at the end of the day.
But ma'am, today in Bala's class, she was telling us, but whatever some you get information from something like Chat GPT, it's like there's no soul to it. What is she's saying?
Right? No, you will get it. If you put the soul in it, it is giving with soul.
But then we are giving our soul.
But here what we have to understand, that is only the intellect again. It is only the intellect that it is acting as the intellect outside. It is
Okay.
only acting as the intellect outside. But where are those words? You have given some questions. Where are those words arising from and who is seeing it? What ChatGPT is giving and perceiving. Nothing can ever replace that you. Because you exist, what that ChatGPT is given is even known.
I mean, again, it comes back to that only. Because Bala was saying beauty, it's actually a manifestation of God. And I said beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. Because there is God in us, we see beauty.
Yes. No, I'm not even talking that way. I'm putting it in a very practical sense only because this existence is putting something into using this instrument of mind and intellect, is putting some question in ChatGPT. That ChatGPT is giving some answer, and then that answer is also being known to this because there is an existence here. Otherwise, what is the meaning? If I am only because I am able to read it, there is an importance to that. If I am not there, what is the importance to that answer? There's no answer. It has no meaning. It has no purpose. It has nothing. Am I making sense? No, Divyaji's face is totally.
No. Yes,
I
ma'am.
feel the same what I said. Sorry, but I don't know. I
Yes,
feel-
Jayamalaji?
ChatGPT is not intelligent. ChatGPT has been programmed by very intelligent people, and that is also a spiritual divine
It is
grace.
outwardly, it is growing.
God has nothing material can work unless and until there is a spiritual spark to it, isn't it? We can keep our car in the garage. It is not going to move. It will be there for years together until and unless one Jivatma goes and sits and drives it. Isn't
Correct.
it? So
Correct. That's exactly what I was trying to say.
ChatGPT is
ChatGPT, one Jiva is making it, another Jiva is using it.
yes.
Okay. And who is orchestrating? How is all this being orchestrated? Yeah, isn't it? That is all. So it seems, but all the point I was trying to make is even if I have been feeling, oh, I have been writing so well, I write so well,
Ma'am,
I speak so well.
I have a little.
That is all coming from the intellect. Now you don't even you have to feel proud or automatically, it is taken away.
Why not, ma'am? Why not? You should feel intelligent because ChatGPT will not be able to replace consciousness or awareness. It will not.
Consciousness, it will not. That is what intelligence. Not so much importance we give. I am very intelligent, right?
Okay.
That is what I'm trying to
It
say.
is good, no, ma'am. Our ego is coming down.
Exactly what I was trying to play.
Huh.
That we say, okay, now I was doing, I write,
Rajit was telling me means
ChatGPT will
people
write.
will stop
It
using their
doesn't
intellect.
replace us, but we can't do it like that. We have to, if you look at what will happen is all the functional things ChatGPT will take off, the material world thing. If you
Okay.
look at there is this person, no? He, he learnt one full Upanishad or some Vedas and he chanted in that one,
Some
two, that
Maharashtrian
so
youngster.
that is the capacity of this brain. So this brain's capacity, instead of going into the world, now we will start developing this. It should be developed, but not everybody will do that. Hopefully that will replace all this. That kind of a knowledge should come in, is my hope. So our capacity, these things are taking away our capacity actually. The mental capacity, dependency. But if you overly depend on it. So
Yeah, ma'am. So it is taking our
So
anything.
it is a choice now I have to. The only problem is too many places I have to keep choosing and I have to keep resisting. Now the next generation children will come. For them, ChatGPT is very normal. They'll not know the difference only.
Yeah, correct. Ma'am, even something as simple. My mother still remembers phone numbers.
Yeah.
They just told me. I cannot, I just know two numbers.
Yeah.
Mine and my husband's and three numbers, my mother's.
Correct. We used to remember so many phone numbers at
But
that time.
isn't it like, so the mind
But it's
ka.
okay. It's only part of the memory. It's okay. That is not me.
Okay. So we will go to, our mind will also evolve. Is it what you're trying to say?
No, people
Like
can do things
evolution.
faster. People will
No, I
move to
mean,
a creative plane. Basically, what is happening with all this is, if you look at the mind plane, right? In my second book, I have given something called the parallel universes, mind universe. Okay, so when you say Bhur Bhuva Swaha Tapo Mahar Loka, all these are people operating in different levels. So now what will happen if the regular thing is taken, people will move to a creative. As a whole world itself, there will be a higher push to a creative plane maybe. If earlier it was more of an engineering plane, and
That's
intellect
good,
and
no, ma'am?
coding and all that, if that was the higher thing, slowly as a society, as a community, as the whole larger world, people will move to more creative.
That is nice, no, ma'am?
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, that is also the mind only, but that
Ah.
is the overall collective evolution.
But don't you think stress will be less?
Hopefully, that
Because
can
where
happen.
there is more creativity, I
So
feel.
it is going, it is all about how we take it. It is for the good. We don't have to think of it as a crisis. We thought of it as a crisis when computers will come. Everybody was writing ledgers, files, but it has only eased life in a way. It is, that kind of hard work went off. You can just sit and get it off. Like that, life will become more easy. You will be given more time, more space to be with yourself. Hopefully, that's where we are going. Okay. And and who is organizing all these things? Who is orchestrating all these things? We may say engineers, this, that, but the seed is coming from somewhere else. Chalo, time is up. Had nice discussion today. So just to
Ma'am,
be, yes.
sorry, Rajat wants to say something.
No.
Yes,
No,
Rajat.
he's just countering everything that I'm saying. Please.
Yes, Rajat.
I actually am going through this. I feel ChatGPT and all those AI things are actually going to bring down our intelligence level a lot.
It is that, yeah, that it will.
Because we are not exercising our brain at all.
Yeah.
For anything and everything, we can just go and
Creative
type this.
people don't use the intellect too much, Rajitji.
For example, ma'am, today if I look at resumes, I evaluate a lot of resumes.
Everything is ChatGPT.
One look at the resume, I can know that this is ChatGPT. Because the people are not putting their own words into it. They are just giving their profiles. I attended one AI session recently, and nowadays what AI is doing, or it could do, you see, it's self-learning. That's what it's doing. They just go
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
That's what it's doing. So there'll be a time, and what they are doing, if I have got a LinkedIn profile, for example, and I'm somebody who's very active on LinkedIn profile, I put posts or I put articles or something on there. All I need to do right now is, if I want to say about Trump's current status, I just need to go and write Trump's current status, profile I give them 4 of my articles which I've done in the past, and I say,
It will give it out.
based on these profiles, write an article about Trump's this. Finished. It will give me
This is Rajitji, this is a transition phase right now for us. It will lead to a different world slowly. Right now, we are still holding on to the past. We are still holding on to the way things were.
Yes, ma'am. He finds it very difficult. Huh?
No, I understand. We can
Change, he doesn't take well.
No. Actually, I understand when children are the new generation, but it is a shift. The world is ever changing. Nothing is going to be constant. That is a reality. Okay? And the world is changing. It is we who are holding on to the past and saying, now this will be gone. Even those, Bengal, this whole, Bengal did not embrace computers when it came. They said it will take away all the jobs and this and that. And look where they are right now. When computers came also, everybody said this is the end, it is going to take away so many jobs, it is going to do this. It has only changed. The way the work happened, everything has and I'm sure at that time those who were writing ledgers, they'll say, see, I have this we will do. Like we say, no, I used to remember phone numbers, I used to do this. Even then this conversation is, but for us, this is the normal. Having computers is the normal right now. Now AI is the change for us. Okay, it is a changing world. We are in a transition period right now. We will just watch, just be and watch.
I think
just
it is
have to do that.
disrupting more than it is
It
convenient.
is disrupting, it is changing. And whenever there is a change, there will be some disruption. And it is during this phase how gracefully I act, how much I move with the wave. It is not only my mind, even the world's wave. But at 50, it's a little difficult, 40, 50 and all. But still, if I am ready to learn and I can move with the wave, I learn how to surf through this. This is what I learned from my daughter. I was also very resistant, but I can see that she wants too many on the Instagram all the time. Put. No, I have anyway.
But
I feel
ma'am, I don't know. My opinion is very different in the sense that I feel the way technology has gone ahead in disrupting our life now, things have become more difficult to handle emotionally than it was much before.
it is. See, every situation can be a crisis or a transformation. It is up to us.
Yeah, because this is all facilitating things. These are all facilitating things. But I'll give some examples.
Yes, in earlier times they didn't have mixie. They used to do everything with their hand. They were
Correct.
very strong. They were much stronger than we are
Correct.
today.
Yeah.
We
I'm
learned
also
how
coming
to
from
use.
there only. Washing machine, vacuum cleaner,
Yeah.
mixie, your even today you don't have to wipe also. There is a full
Yeah, that will only go
robotic
around
wipe
and do
also.
everything. True,
So
true.
these are all actually making us very
Lazy.
weak physically also
And
lazy, and also mentally also we are not trying to exert things to
But
do.
how do you find your peace in all of this? It's possible.
I understand that. So there, see, you have
Even
to go
I
with the
never,
flow
the
of things
parents also,
because
all parents will say, when we were so happy when we were young, these days children. I don't get into this kind of a discussion at all, Rajitji. I don't even get in. It is just a change. We have to observe, find our rhythm, and move with it.
I
All
think that
these factors will not help me. It is a resistance to change.
no, no. What I'm saying is not resisting, but we have to find a balance.
No, the
Because see,
thought resistance is I agree,
balance
we
is
have to find
required
a
because
balance. Yes.
I don't know. I firmly believe that your emotional intelligence is totally gone down with the passage of time. People are not at all. See, all these things which are
This
happening.
is Kali
The current,
Yuga,
the current.
Rajitji. This is Kali Yuga going very
But it's a
fast.
cycle. It'll come.
No,
back,
I know it's a
then it'll
cycle,
come
but
back.
you're
Then
going
why are
through
you
it.
so
No,
worried?
I'm not worried. I see it around us. No, people are not very. In fact, the
I
generation
have
that
this kind of conversation with my husband. He's also very right now opposed to, but I was like that. Once I started using it, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. It's very easy. It's making my life easier. I can focus more on talking. I can do all my admin kind of work, all those things very fast. It is much easier, Rajitji. I am using it very happily, believe me.
Good, man. Good.
I can just focus on all the things, all the other things which I was not doing because those things take too much time. Making a poster, or I was looking for somebody to make the poster for me to put it out. All this AI does it like tuck. It's easy. So I think it's in the usage.
You need to
We,
let go of rigidity.
we have to
Mhm.
flow with the tide. It may reduce I'm not at all denying that it may take away certain things, but it will bring certain other things. That is the way of the world. It may take away certain things, but it will bring, and all these change is happening only at the mind level. The world mind level.
Yeah.
Not only my mind. There is a general, the universe has a mind. The collective mind. At that mind level only the changes are happening. If I am connected to me, no problem.
Stay grounded.
Rajitji, not at all confused.
No, I totally differ, ma'am. So I am not
I
going to.
understood.
I'm not
No,
going
but
to
I
come to this.
totally tell now. There's no point in uh, right, wrong, good,
Yeah,
bad. In every situation, there are pros and cons. It
right.
may be right, it may be good, it may be, it will take away certain things, it will bring certain things. It will give me more time to be with myself, with spirituality, doing what I like, take up my own passions. It can free up a lot of time for myself to be with myself. This is how I look at it.
Yeah, I see it as many people losing their jobs also.
Practical.
It's a transition phase. Because if you don't move with the tide, if you don't learn AI, if you don't use it, then you will lose your job. if you learn to adapt to the situation, you will still be in very. But it is a choice. At this age, do I want to learn all this? Why should I? And I have to keep it. Then let me take up something else.
Ma'am, the the essence of that word lies in the name itself. It is artificial.
Yeah.
It is artificial intelligence. It lies in the name itself, actually.
But
And I
our
think
intelligence itself, we are thinking it's very real intelligence. That is the point I'm trying to drive. I am not the mind, I'm not the body. I'm so identified with this intellect at this point in time.
Yeah,
I
ma'am.
am not
Anyway, Ramana
changing.
Maharshi says ignore the mind.
Yeah, ignore you're not even the intellect. But somewhere we are very attached, identified with the intelligence, intellect there, that we are not able to see something else taking over that. Probably. Just a debate, Rajatji.
Thank you, ma'am. Sorry it took so much time.
No, it was good talk. Somewhere maybe we are very proud of how we have done everything. That is what I was trying to drive in. If ChatGPT, what intellect, I should say. It's okay. I am there. No, I will move. That is now, instead of using this instrument, I have to use an external instrument. That's all the difference. No, we have to make a balance. There's no doubt about it. It comes with a power of choice. असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ हरि ओम long session but nice it was
Hari Om.
Hari Om. Thank you.